Temujin, the boy who would become Genghis Khan, was born into a world of vast grasslands and fierce tribes. The Mongolian steppes were a harsh place to live, with scorching summers and brutal winters. Life was a constant struggle for survival, and rival clans fought endlessly for control of the best pastures and hunting grounds. From a young age, Temujin learned the ways of the steppe. He became a skilled horseman, archer, and hunter. He also witnessed the brutality of tribal warfare firsthand, as his own family was torn apart by betrayal and violence. These early experiences shaped his character and his destiny. When Temujin was just a boy, his father, a respected chieftain, was poisoned by a rival clan. This left young Temujin and his family vulnerable and alone. They were forced to flee for their lives and live as outcasts, scavenging for scraps to survive. This period of hardship instilled in Temujin a deep sense of resilience and a burning desire for revenge. Despite the hardships he endured, Temujin refused to be broken. He possessed a natural charisma and a keen intelligence that drew people to him. He formed alliances with other outcast warriors and gradually built up a small but loyal following. This marked the beginning of his rise to power, a journey that would transform him from a hunted fugitive into the leader of the largest contiguous land empire in history. Temujin's rise to power was a long and arduous process marked by both cunning diplomacy and fierce battles. He understood that to unite the fractious Mongol tribes, he needed to earn their respect, not just through strength but also through fairness and loyalty. He broke with Mongol tradition by promoting individuals based on merit rather than their family ties, creating a powerful and loyal fighting force. One of the key turning points in Temujin's rise was his victory at the Battle of Baljuna in 1206. Here, he faced a coalition of rival Mongol tribes who sought to crush his growing influence. Temujin's forces, though outnumbered, fought with great skill and ferocity, ultimately securing a decisive victory. This victory had a profound impact on the Mongol tribes. It not only cemented Temujin's reputation as a brilliant military leader, but also demonstrated his ability to unite the Mongols under his banner. Following this victory, a grand council of Mongol chieftains proclaimed him Genghis Khan, meaning oceanic ruler or universal ruler, a title reflecting the vast ambitions that lay ahead. The title of Genghis Khan marked a new chapter in Temujin's life and in the history of the Mongols. He was no longer just a tribal leader, but the unifier of the Mongol people and the founder of a new empire. With a united Mongol force behind him, Genghis Khan set his sights on expanding his empire beyond the steppes, embarking on a series of conquests that would reshape the map of Eurasia. Genghis Khan's military successes were not solely due to brute force. He was a brilliant military strategist who understood the importance of speed, discipline, and adaptability. He revolutionized warfare by creating a highly mobile army that could cover vast distances quickly, often appearing seemingly out of nowhere to surprise their enemies. The Mongol army was renowned for its archery skills. Mongol warriors were trained from childhood to ride and shoot arrows with deadly accuracy, even while riding at full gallop. They could rain down arrows on the enemy from afar, softening their ranks before closing in for hand-to-hand combat. Genghis Khan also embraced new technologies and tactics. He incorporated gunpowder weapons into his army, giving him a significant advantage over enemies who relied on traditional weapons. He also understood the psychological impact of warfare and often used fear and disinformation to weaken the resolve of his opponents. He would offer his enemies a chance to surrender and become part of his empire. Those who refused were often met with swift and brutal consequences. This combination of military prowess, strategic brilliance, and psychological warfare made Genghis Khan's armies nearly unstoppable. They conquered vast territories, from the steppes of Mongolia to the rice paddies of China and the deserts of Persia. His empire stretched from the Pacific Ocean in the east to Eastern Europe in the west, an unprecedented feat that cemented his place as one of the greatest military leaders in history. Genghis Khan's conquests reshaped the political and cultural landscape of Eurasia. He led his armies against the powerful Khwarezmian Empire in Central Asia, crushing their forces and adding their vast territories to his growing empire. He also campaigned against the Jin dynasty in northern China, capturing their capital city and paving the way for the eventual Mongol conquest of all of China. Despite his reputation for ruthlessness, Genghis Khan was not driven solely by a thirst for conquest. He was a pragmatic ruler who understood the importance of trade and cultural exchange. He established the Pax Mongolica, a period of relative peace and stability across his vast empire that facilitated trade along the Silk Road. Under Genghis Khan's rule, merchants, diplomats, and travelers could journey safely across Eurasia, fostering cultural exchange and the spread of new ideas and technologies. This period of Mongol rule had a profound impact on the development of global trade networks and cultural diffusion, connecting East and West in ways that had not been seen before.